Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Doha. It's located on the outskirts of this wonderful city, Doha, in just away from that industrial area. Lights flickering in the backdrop, and lights on here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium as well. And it looks a fantastic venue to play the game of cricket. And they've been hosting various tournaments over the years, and now this has been a magnificent effort from the QCA organizing committee to put across a superb tournament. Time for the semi-finals. The first semi-final of the 2022 QCA T10 Ramadan Cup, and it is the team Sprite Cricket Stars taking on the team United Challengers. It's a wonderful evening, and it should be an entertaining brand of cricket on display as we expect the spectators to come along. Both the semi-finals scheduled today evening here at this historic venue. How the pitch is going to behave in today's contest with a little bit of breeze blowing across the ground. It is Mr. Devendra Kumar with the pitch curator highlighting about the importance of preparing pitches and how this pitch is going to behave today evening. Welcome to the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Doha in Qatar for the talk about the pitch, the nature of the surface, because this has been playing different kind of roles. Sometimes it's been assisting the fast bowlers and spinners alike, and batters have been able to put runs on the board as well. The match will be played under lights, and it's a big match, the first semi-final of the 2022 QCA T10 Ramadan Cup. And talking about the surface, no better person than the pitch curator himself. Request upon Mr. Shakil, who is the pitch curator here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, to come along and have a word with me about what's your assessment about today's pitch?
Today is a batting paradise pitch because the players and even spectator like 4 and 6s. That's why I prepared the full batting paradise pitch.
Plenty of matches have been played on this on this particular surface and adjacent surface as well. How has it been easy or difficult for you to prepare the pitches?
Actually, very difficult, especially in this weather. It's a very hot weather early in the morning and even the Ramadan. It's very difficult to manage, but Alhamdulillah, I manage to late night and come early morning and prepare all these pitches for the spectators and for the players and for the betterment of the Qatar cricket.
Also, the weather has been indifferent throughout the tournament. How did you recognize that? Because of the atmospheric conditions, sometimes it's blazing sunshine and sometimes a bit overcast as well. How do you manage to identify how much water should be put in this pitch?
Actually, this is the experience. It's my experience to how to handle these tracks and how the quantity of water, how to put the quantity of water. And this is the experience. So,
what would be your suggestion to the captain at the toss? Should they be thinking about batting first or bowling first?
now I think if the captain win the toss, they bowl first. Bowl first, yeah.
Thank you very much for giving us your perspective about the preparation of the pitch.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that was Shakil, the pitch curator here, who has been maintaining wickets here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium for more than 5 years. He's of the opinion that it's a big match, but still there is some moisture in the pitch, and hence bowling first would be a better option. Well, the pitch curator is of the opinion that the captain who wins the toss should be thinking about that aspect of putting the opposition in, because there is going to be a little bit of moisture in the pitch and there is going to be some movement as well. And also talking us the art of preparing pitches for big events like this and maintaining the pitches despite of having so many matches being played here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in the challenging conditions because of the extreme heat and also windy conditions here. Well, whether the captains will pay heed to what the pitch curator Mr. Shakil has to say in the pitch report, doing the toss for us tonight in the first semi-final of the QCA T10 Ramadan Cup is Mikhail Vaswani.
It's toss time here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. It's a big day. That's because two teams lock horns in the semi-final one in Ooredoo presents QCA Ramadan T10 Cup powered by Elite Sports. We have the captain of United Challengers, Sunil Dalmeda, captain of Sprite Cricket Stars, Sunil Alexander, and to adjudicate the toss, we have Mr. Aminul Islam. Interestingly, Sunil will flip and Sunil will call as well. Sunil, you'll be flipping. Alexander, you'll be calling. Heads is the call. It is tails. Tails it is. Sunil, you win, but Sunil from United Challengers, what do you decide?
We'll bowl first.
All right, and what's the reason behind bowling first? Have you had a good look at the surface?
Yeah, it looks like a very good wicket to bowl on first, and we would like to contain the opposition for a minimum score.
When you say minimum score, what is that minimum score? Because we've seen all kinds of score on the surface.
It'll be like 80.
All right, any changes to your playing 11?
No, the same playing 11.
Good luck, Sunil. You've played well, and I'm sure you want to finish it off as well in the semis with a good win.
Thank you so much.
Right. Sunil Alexander from Sprite Cricket Stars, what would you have done had you won the toss?
Of course, bad. Because last game, yesterday, it was really good. Though we didn't capitalize that much. But then it was helping us batting first. So I would have batted first.
Right. What do you make of the surface? What do you think will be a safe total for you to go into the finals?
I was telling 120 all the games, but then we are not making it. So I don't want to give a number now. We'll just go do our best in batting and we'll defend the scores.
Any changes to your playing 11?
No, we'll go with the same side.
All right, good luck, Sunil. All the very best. All right, in the battle between Sunil's, well, Sunil Dalmeda from United Challengers has won the toss and he has decided to bowl first.
Well, not very often you disagree with the pitch curator. The man has the knowledge of preparing pitches and he's been preparing here for more than 5 years. So he knows a lot, and captain paying heed to his advice as well, winning the toss and deciding to bowl first under lights here where there is a possibility of some movement of the surface as well. Getting a perspective about how have they been preparing for this event, Mikhail Vaswani is in conversation with Shilpi from the team Sprite Cricket Stars. At the interview section, I've been joined by Imran, who is a fast bowler for the team United Challengers ahead of this all-important semi-final. Imran, tell us about your experience of playing in this QCA T10 league so far.
Thank you. I would like to congratulate organizer, those who organized this tournament. It is very well organized tournament, and what we see is here in playing condition is very good condition, and it is helping for the fast bowlers as well as medium pacers and spinners also as well. If you see our match, first match, we scored 148 runs, but we couldn't contain it. We went for the wickets. We couldn't maintain our line and length. But after that, we came back very strongly. We followed our basics, which our captain told clearly that we have to stick to our line and length. That one we followed it, and the result is, you can see that result. We won all 3 matches.
You bowl in the middle stage of the innings, so what are the challenges for bowlers? Because that time, normally, the set batters, they like to take the opposition attack on.
Of course, it's a T10 tournament, and here in beginning, first ball itself, batsman will go for a scores. So what you can see here, bowlers, they have to change they have to vary when they bowl. If they are bowling one, they have to bowl slower, then cutting inside, out swing. This only changes we have to make. If you make the changes, then batter will come on pressure, then we will get the wickets. And main thing is we need to focus on dot balls here.
This is semi-final pressure game. How well you prepared for this challenge?
Actually, we played against Sprite Cricket even before, and we know most of the players there, and they know us also very well. So we have our own plans for each player, individual players there. Inshallah, we will execute that on today in the match.
All the best for tonight's semi-final.
Thank you very much, sir.
That was Imran, who is a fast bowler and normally bowls in the middle stage of the innings for the team United Challengers, and he was telling us about the challenges of bowling, especially during the middle stage of the innings here in the interview section. Well, that was Imran in conversation with Devendra for a change, and one switch effect there. And now we go down to Mikhail Vaswani, who is in conversation with Shilpi.
Hello, good evening and welcome to our player interview segment. This time around we have Shilpi Yeramsetti from the Sprite Cricket Stars. The team has done exceedingly well. They're in the semis now of the QCA Ramadan T10 Cup. Just the right time to get his perspective as well. Firstly, Shilpi, congrats. You've got this far. How's the mood in the camp and what do you all have to talk about this big moment and occasion?
We as a team, to be very frank, we are not here to win the tournament or something. We want to take some good memories from here. I think we are doing so much good. I'm playing good cricket and we are almost having a very good memories. Obviously, we are looking to take a good memories back when we're going from this tournament. Obviously, when win comes, yes, we will take it for sure. Yeah.
You'll have come back really well towards the end, second half of the league stages. What is the strength of this side of yours and what's the discussions that you all have been having in the build-up to the semis?
Having said that, we as a team, we struggled a bit in the starting, but obviously now we look at it, the bowling attack or fielding attack, it's improved a lot. So, captain is always backing all the players who are actually struggling, but right now you can see that we played a very good cricket in the last match, so we will take that as a, inspiration, and obviously we'll play a very good cricket today as well.
Coming back to your cricket, you also played a lot of cricket as well. Could you just take us through your cricketing journey?
I've been playing cricket since I'm 7 years old, and then I'm from India. Obviously, cricket is in our blood. So, and we also have to take up the family responsibilities and cross the borders and work here. So I was missing cricket, in fact, to be very frank. And I'm playing a local cricket in Qatar, but this is a very big stage and very good opportunity. Thanks to QCA, thanks to all of you. And it's a wonderful stage. I never expected that. A huge crowd is coming, showing up now, and it's a really good moment for everyone in Qatar cricket.
Yes, everyone is a working professional out here, takes time out of his work and then plays cricket. You're an IT professional as well, I believe.
Yes. I work as a software architect. So, as I said, that it's very tough to take the time out from my work. But every Friday, Saturday, we always focus on cricket. But this stage is a very big stage for us, and thank you so much to QCA. And I'm looking forward more and more these kind of events happens in Qatar, and we look forward for this such a wonderful events.
So heart is in the cricket field, mind is on the computers.
Yes, of course, both. But that's why my team is mostly using me for team analysis. So, but again, as you said that, of course, but mostly 80% is my life is about cricket and 20% is about work. But as I said that, I have to work as well. We came from India and we have to take up family responsibilities. But this stage is amazing. Yeah.
Right, exactly what we are trying to present as well to all the viewers watching it, that how working professionals are now taking up to cricket. Shilpi, wonderful talking to you. All the very best to Sprite and you as well, not just for this series but for the coming tournaments as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's been a great, pleasant, good opportunity. Thank you so much.
Shilpi Yeramsetti from the Sprite Cricket Stars into the semis, big moment for them and they're looking forward to it as well. This tournament has given everybody an opportunity to showcase their talent and skill and everybody wants to give their best. That's it from our player interview segment.
Well, it has been this issue heart and mind. The tussle continues and there will be tussle in the center as well. The conflict whether to go aggressive with their approach or whether to contain the batsmen, and it will continue throughout the game as well. Two teams with a lot of expectation and reputation and coming on the field here, and should be a cracking semi-final number one. Sprite Cricket Stars victorious in a thrilling fashion in the first quarter-final where they needed to defend 4 runs and Adnan getting a dot ball in and helping their side qualify for the semi-final. Sunil Alexander amongst the runs decided to promote himself in the quarter-final at the top of the order. Adnan, a lot of expectation from him as a batter as well. They got Arumuga, who has been getting runs, but at times it has been indifferent run for him in this tournament for Arumuga. We got Arif, an explosive player. Amit, Abdul Qadir, Hamad Khannan, who bowled vital over the other evening, and Tony Archer, the game changer, and where it took 3 wickets from the over to bring the match back in their favour. And Khannan and Sunil, that's the team. Sprite Cricket Stars, they've been quite good under pressure yesterday evening, and that's the team. United Challengers, Sunil Dalmeda, the captain of the side. Imran, fast bowler who bowls in the middle stage of the innings. Riaz Shani, who has been getting runs throughout the tournament and taking wickets as well. Satish Kumar is a classical bat for the team United Challengers. Anap, He is in a good form with bat in hand. Farhan has been making telling contribution with the bat. Nasir, Imras, Rifan, and they got Rihan and Rikas. That's the team United Challengers. Plenty of all-rounders in both sides, and should be an enticing contest to witness for everyone here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. It is the team Sprite Cricket Stars taking on the team United Challengers in the first semi-final of the QCA T10 Ramadan Cup 2022 here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, where the team United Challengers winning the toss and deciding to bowl first. And joining me in the commentary box is Mikhail Vaswani.
Good evening, Devinder. Good evening to all of viewers tuning into a live broadcast from the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. We are all set for semi-final one. What a contest. We've seen the Sprite Cricket Stars put up a fabulous performance in the build-up to the semis, and all eyes will once again be on them. United Challengers, again a very formidable side in this tournament. Last evening though, Devinder, Sprite Cricket Stars pulled off a heist, a last ball thriller. 4 was needed of the one delivery, and Adnan turned up as hero. We are all set for the big match to begin in a very short while from now. And at the toss it was a little bit of an amusement value, as both the captains were named Sunil. So it was Sunil calling and Sunil flipping the coin.
Must have been real challenge who won that toss and what decision.
United Challengers just not hesitating to bowl first. We saw that last evening as well with Legends against Sprite Cricket Stars. They decided to field first and they could not overcome or surpass that target. Got to be really brave and very sure about your batting as well, and the depth when you want to chase in a semi-final contest.
And that's true under pressure, because semi-finals have always been different game altogether, different bowl game because of the pressure. It's how you react to the situation that is much more important than the kind of skill level that you possess. Outcome the umpire Mohammed Naseem, and they got umpire at the other end as well. 2 umpires who have been doing efficient job throughout the tournament. Prasanna and Nazim, the 2 on-field umpires who have been doing the duties throughout the tournament. They've been absolutely brilliant, and it's going to be test for both of them as well today evening. It's a semi-final. Every decision will be analyzed and will be taken care of. So a lot of attention on the umpires as well in today's game, how they go about their business as well. They also have routines in place, and it's a teamwork in the umpiring capacity as well with the match referee. Just how they want to conduct this game, and this is just a small briefing to the both captains because of the pressure, possibility of emotions flaring up today evening. It's prize for the final, and out come the opening pair for the team Sprite Cricket Stars. That's what they wanted. They wanted to bat first, and United Challengers winning the toss and putting them in. How they start, can they get to the total around 90 or 100? If they manage around 90 runs, it will be a challenging chase for the team United Challengers because of the pressure situation. This looks a slightly different wicket, Mikhail, today. Not much of moisture today evening.
Oh yes, looks a lot more batting friendly this evening. I was there for the toss and I was having a look at it. Less of moisture, little shine and glossiness on it. I feel it's much more harder, and will just give even bounce, and also will come out of the bat nicely. And talking about Aramuga, who's taking strike, he likes to play through the line. I feel this pitch is perfectly tailor-made for his batting style.
Yeah, very different from what they witnessed yesterday, where there was a lot of sea movement because of the moisture content, and it was difficult for batters throughout the evening's games, barring when the Marcos batters came to the crease. It was a different ball game altogether, as they kept hitting the boundaries, winning in 6.2 overs. That was quite a chase from Marcos yesterday evening. They will be in action tonight, starting at 8:30. And trying to make sure that everyone is in place. They got Man at the third man on the boundary. Man at back to the point. Man in the cover point position. Extra cover and mid off on the offside. Fine leg is up in the circle. And clipped away through the onside. Run of the very first delivery. And good aggressive knot. That was not required. It's gone away to the boundary for 4. That's very poor.
And what a start here for Sprite Cricket Stars. Needless overthrow, rush of blood this time around. The batter was well and truly inside. Gives it that wild throw. 4 extra runs, make that 5 runs to start off with. This is a dream start.
Arumuga, who struggled yesterday, has got the benefit. 5 runs. And Nasser, taking 7 wickets in this tournament, has been bowling exceedingly well with new ball. But he will be grieved with what has transpired of the very first delivery.
He was livid with his fielder. Oh, this could be very close. Nice single. Good calling here by the captain, Sunil Alexander. He's off the mark as well. And Sprite Cricket Stars are up and running.
Clarity about calling and determination in action will be key in order to set the tone in the innings. And once they start with that positive vibration, the pressure will be shifted back on the bowling unit. 54 runs so far in this tournament. It's 6 for no wicket.
Nasir has this habit of coming into the right-handed batter this time, just extracting some bounce on this occasion. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a good observation you made. The surface looks much more better for batting than it was last evening.
Well, they're not going to get much deviation from this surface. Sunil getting important runs in the quarter-final, and hence he's opening the batting for the team as well. In the T10 contest, your best batter should open the batting. And from round the wicket now to right-hand batter.
That's nice.
And there will be a couple of runs. Need to be a bit more alert in that position. Change of angle we saw. Wicket falling yesterday also from round the wicket. But there was movement. Not much of movement tonight.
And immediately Nasir has realized that the ball is not doing as much as it was doing the other evening. But I'm not a great fan of him changing sides. This clearly suggests that the bowler is unsure of what to really do in the middle, because he's got his wickets primarily bowling over the wicket with an angle and that wrist position coming into the right-handed batter, and he should stick to that. But for a start, Sprite Cricket Stars have shown great intent and execution.
Full driven down the ground. They take another single. Applause from his teammates as well. Good determination in action. Both batters willing to rotate the strike, and whenever the opportunity is there, they would like to hit boundaries, though they got boundary in form of overthrow already in this over, so they do not have to do anything extraordinary here.
Yes, and what I've liked about Arumuga is he's presenting the full face of the bat. This time just slower in pace. Last evening we saw Arumuga, very second delivery, playing across the line, and today every time he's tried to play, he's moved forward and played straight, and I guess that's a big change we are seeing. Ooredoo presents QCA Ramadan T10, powered by Elite Sports, our title sponsors, supporting this endeavor and bringing about a change in the sporting culture of Qatar, one of the top telecommunications company out here, and they're doing a fine job of throwing their weight behind growing sport and talent in the country.
Yeah, giving back to the society. Most of the consumers who have been participating in this tournament as well, so it's a great initiative. It is generated public welfare, looking about the fitness of the participants and also supporting their passion to play the game of cricket. They need support in order to get these kind of conditions to play the game in. World-class facilities here, the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, an international venue. Emirates. 4 wickets so far in this tournament to operate from the East Industrial end. With slip in position now for a change. And a fine leg is up in the circle. Man at the third man on the boundary and point on the boundary.
Fuller on length this time, just angling away from Arumuga. Good start here for Imras. But just taking a look at the start, I feel Sprite Cricket Stars will be happy with that first over of theirs.
Should be over by over basis in T10 contest as well. They can't look too much forward about where they want to reach, managing over by over. That should be the concentration. Both men patrolling on the boundary, the offside at third man in point position, hence also slip in positions, looking to attack around the fourth stump. A little bit of extra lift from the surface using his shoulder.
Getting good carry and bounce, and this is what we've been talking about. This surface is coming on very nicely to the bat. First one for the over, signal by the umpire. Slip in place, Mohammed Naseem. Prasanna Haran, the two umpires in this game. Standing Mr. Mohammed Naseem there.
Is there a nick? Yes, it's gone through. Fantastic catch taken, and Imras has provided them with a breakthrough. Again, a wild shot, too far outside the off stump. That was going well outside that crease and could have been called wide, but he has nicked it, and a fine catch taken by the keeper. Imras has struck early for United Challengers.
That was just moving away from him as it was delivered. Wideish delivery. Again, it's the angle at which the batter was looking to play that game, or that ball rather. Arumuga has to depart. Look good with some straight drives, but once again he's fallen. He departs for 8. This will bring in one of Sprite Cricket Stars' most prolific batters, Mohammed Adnan. Missed out of the bat on a couple of occasions, but he is quite a batter when he gets going.
He's got excellent temperament and technique as well. And against fast bowlers and the way Imras is bowling at the moment, he's getting the ball to move around. 79 runs and 8 wickets, a contender for man of the series as well. He has made telling contribution in lifting the chances for the team to get into the semi-final and hence thinking about qualifying for the final. They got slip in position. Just right behind the line, covering the movement as well. And again, Arumuga trying to work through the onside to that trap where the ball was moving away, nicking it, and a fine catch taken by the wicketkeeper. So this has been a great over so far. 4 dot balls, including a wicket.
Oh yes, good comeback here by United Challengers. Imras very impressive in the first 4 deliveries. Again, just flashing his blade outside the off. You don't want to nick another one.
Excellent line in operation here, almost inducing the batsman into that false stroke. Not quite certain about his footwork and also coverage of the line. Excellent over so far. 5 dot deliveries. Can he produce the maiden wicket here? Wicket maiden. Slight shuffle in the field. Man at the fine leg position, going slightly finer up in the circle at the 30-yard. Man at the square is mid wicket, now at the square leg position, and a man at the mid on the edge of the 30-yard circle. He's going to take a single here. Just a run and a wicket from this over of Imras. It is 10 for 1. A superb over.
Can we cut to that? That's Jacob Thomas, the managing director of Elite, the co-sponsors of this event. And you can also have a look at Christopher Raja, organizing committee from the QCA. All of them have put a lot of hard work behind the successful running of this tournament. Jacob Thomas there in your frame some time back. There he is, another fine gentleman, making an impression and promoting sports in the country.
So last ball of that over was played deliberately, and hence run was not given. 9 for 1, and Rehan from the QCA end. Again trying to drag the ball through the onside. It has been signaled as a wide. What a good start from Rehan.
Just gone quiet here, Sprite Cricket Stars. They had a very good start. Oh, wrapped on the pads, stealing a single. Oh, this is poor cricket, but there is backup, so they'll keep it to 1.
Have to be spot on. We are into the third over, the last over of the mandatory power play, where only 2 fieldsmen allowed outside the 30-yard circle. It's time for batters to take chances and get runs as well, but Sprite Cricket Stars, oh, they have already lost a wicket. 11 for 1. An impressive second over, a wicket maiden from Imras.
Again gives the charge on this occasion. Not able to middle it. Adnan showing a sense of urgency in the middle. They need big runs. This is the third over, and then the restrictions will be lifted.
Strike rotation is going to be key. Most of the fieldsmen inside the 30-yard circle, it's going to be a challenge for the batters as well. Should they be taking more chances? They lost the wicket early. It's a difficult balance to achieve in T10 format. Will they take their chances in this third over? Coming down the pitch, top edging it, and ball goes straight to the man, and it has been put down. The bowler is angry at his fieldsman, and no wonder. As opportunity comes and opportunity goes.
He just top edged this one, went for the wild swing, the captain Alex, and that was another very simple catch. Yes, he had to move backwards, but it wasn't too high, and it was coming at a very decent pace at him. Enough time to get underneath it and pouch it, but he makes a mess of it. Live for Sunil Alexander. Will this prove costly? Rehan has begun well in this over. Oh, that's been picked up, and that's been hammered as well over the mid-wicket boundary. Now that's what Adnan can do. A touch shot, and he's going to punish you.
Was waiting for that kind of opportunity to unleash a big booming shot through the onside, getting into position early and smacking it from well outside the off stump. A well-timed stroke tells us something about his confidence levels with bat in hand.
And also about the surface on offer, Devinder. That came very nicely onto the bat.
Goes again through the offside. Will that travel? It has travelled for 6. Back-to-back 6s for Adnan. And he's stroking the cricket ball amazingly well tonight.
One on the leg side, the other one on the offside. And this time it was in the slot for him to just free his arms, and he put all power behind it. Never an easy shot to play over. Extra cover. But look at the timing on that. Adnan is taking off here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, and so are the Sprite Cricket Stars.
The aggression and intent as the man comes in from the boundary to the point position on the offside. Oh, another catch gone down from this over. Short lifting delivery, easiest possible opportunity for the slip fielder, and he has put it down. 2 catches from this over and 2 sixes as well. This has been a very poor fielding effort from the slip fielder.
And I only feel sorry for the bowler. He cannot do anything more. His fielders have let him down. 2 catches being dropped off his bowling in the very same over. This is elementary stuff by United Challengers, and they have themselves to blame. 2 drop catches, one of Captain Alexander and one of Adnan. We'll show it to you, and it couldn't have gotten any easier for them.
First one was the quick ball, trying to hit it through the onside, getting the top edge, and a straightforward catch. He was backpedaling, that's all right, but with better concentration, the ball was in the air for a long, long time. And this one of the slower delivery, look at this one. It was almost an action replay. Very, very slow as they get the replays on the television screen. It was that slow and coming in and going out of his hand. Better concentration required. Now the field restrictions will be lifted.
Very poor fielding here by United Challengers. They won the toss. They've decided to bowl first. They need to get early wickets. And they're distributing freebies. Rikas introduced into the attack. He'll be bowling the 4th over from the Elite Sports end.
Yet to take his first wicket in the competition. And pulled it away behind square, not quite getting the timing right, Nikhil, but Imras bowled a fine over, a wicket maiden, and he has been taken off. What could be the idea behind it? Is that about saving him for the last overs, because death overs, because the surface is pretty good and two batters are almost in this contest? So is that the thought behind taking him off and introducing Rikas?
That's the only possible thought I can think of, but I would have bowled him. That's because I have Nasser for the final overs. He has that 1 over left. Nicely played, watchfully defended, quick single towards cover, soft hands, very sensible running and cricket here by Sprite Cricket Stars. They are building towards the total of around 100.
And that's where Sunil's role is going to be important, because with the field spread out, opportunity to rotate the strike and pushing and punching the ball into the gap, getting singles and twos, and that's where he relishes. And Adnan should be continuing with that aggressive streak of producing big shots. Or beaten with a beautiful delivery. That's in Durban, not here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, and that's too like a Delhiston delivery.
Oh yes, I just like the way he generated the pace on this occasion, holding its line. And look at the carry to the wicket keeper too. The surface is playing very good. Everybody is interested in it, giving everyone a chance to make it count.
And it's a true surface today. The pace is consistent, the bounce is consistent this time. He hammers it, hits it hard and straight to the man. And the catch is taken eventually. Nasser taking the catch and Rikas getting the wicket. And he redeems himself by taking the catch.
He dropped a catch sometime back at first slip. This time around, just came in a little early on that catch and realizing that he must have overran it, but timed his jump very well. They need this huddle, United Challengers. They need to regroup, and they need to have that conference to remind themselves that it's time to lift a game in the middle and of fielding. Captain Sunil Alexander departs, tried hard. This is a very long and strong batting unit. Last minute instructions as well. Tell you what, Sprite Cricket Stars have brought in a lot of intensity this evening.
A good positive body language, but should Sunil have gone for that shot, because Adnan was timing the stroke quite well. And had he thought about the other option of a strike rotation and feeding strike back to Adnan and give him the liberty to play the shots, because Sunil has the temperament to play a long innings as he showed in the quarterfinals. Arif has come out to bat 121 runs in 5 matches for Arif, and he is an attacking batsman playing a match-winning knock to help the side qualify for the quarterfinals. And it's going to be a big day from his perspective, from his team's perspective as well. If he gets going, the way he bats would certainly put team in a very good position with his attacking stroke making. But wicket is the need of the hour for the team, United Challengers now.
Back of the lane, quick single towards cover. This could be close. Shy at the stumps. The batter makes it in. Very good running here by Arif. He was running to the danger end.
28 for 2. Fine over from Rikas so far, operating in from the industrial street end. Not much of breeze tonight here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium under lights here. It has been a fabulous venue for the QCA T10 Ramadan Cup 2022. It is an international venue, recently hosting Afghanistan and Netherlands in the ICC One Day Super League matches, and has been hosting qualifiers for many years.
Credit to the ground staff, curator. 29th match on the same surface, and what a wicket has been dished out. Driven through covers, exquisite shot. There's protection, but that's the full value for money shot on the surface and outfield.
Looks like an excellent surface. True pace and bounce from the surface. Not much of movement, lateral movement of the pitch. Not much movement in the air as well. These are ideal conditions for T10 version of the game where batters like to have a go and entertain the crowd. Adnan is batting on 15 of 9, and Arif has just joined him, has opened his account 1 of 1, and Arumugma and Alexander, the two batters out. 29 for 2 after 4 overs. What the score the team Sprite Cricket Stars should be looking at the 10th over mark?
Christopher Raja. He's been at the epicenter along with Jacob Thomas in putting across this wonderful league in association with the Qatar Cricket Association, an initiative by the board to promote local talent and give the players as well an opportunity. Something in excess of 90, Devinder, would be a very strong total. Imran introduced into the attack. And that's been cut away. Backward point. There's again a fielder in place. He'll keep it to a single. So runs coming in 1s and 2s at the moment.
I was speaking to Imran about the challenges of bowling in the middle stage of the innings. He was of the opinion that you need to have a lot of variations because batters like to take chances against you if you're not the premier bowler, and hence have to be very accurate with the execution of the deliveries and should look to contain rather than taking wickets at the middle stage of the innings. He gets it fine and might go away to the boundary for 4. It's a lightning quick outfield here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. It's gone for 4 byes.
Shuffling in the crease, too far down the leg side on this occasion. Welcome runs here for Sprite Cricket Stars. They need a move on. They've not been able to get the runs on the board. They've lost 2 early wickets. Both the openers back in the dugout. It'll all depend on Adnan and Arif. This partnership will be crucial. But United Challengers have just brought themselves back into the equation.
Imran to Adnan. And he's getting a full delivery. What an incredible hit. This is a remarkable cricket shot. Akin Rashid Khan for a 6.
It's a no-look shot you would associate with in the slot. And look at the way he just brought in that extension of the arm. And he's practically picked it on this occasion from his toes, or rather legs, and whipped it over mid-wicket. Adnan is looking very dangerous. 21 of 11.
Dismissive with his strong wrists. Gets width and cuts it away delightfully for 4. Good awareness about the field pressing there. First he launches it through the onside. A fraction shot. Not much of width, but by shuffling across he has created the room for himself and dispatched it to the boundary for 4.
The placement on this occasion wide of the fielder at backward point. It was in the air, but it was safe. You can't err in length to this man in the middle. He'll punish it all. Bludgeoned one through the onside, caressed one through the offside. There's organic purity in his batting at the moment.
Lifts it over and he picks up another boundary. This time effortless with his lofted stroke.
That is why he's Mr. Dependable MVP of Sprite Cricket Stars. Another tossed-up delivery goes over the extra cover region in the vacant gap, bringing in all his experience. And what I've liked about the shot making, they've all been cricketing shots, minimum risk, maximum runs.
Crowd filtering in. Atmosphere building up here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Too far outside the off stump, pressure on the bowler. And he airs in his line there, it's wide.
Pressure telling on Imran. He's conceded too many runs in this over. One short of a 50 now. Sprite Cricket Stars, they've found the target over they were looking for. Another wide, too far outside the off. He's not able to find the momentum and the rhythm.
16 already from this over, including that incredible 6. Can he finish it with a boundary? Imran to Adnan, and Adnan is edging it. He's going to take a single.
Another wide's being signaled. Devinder, This is turning out to be a costly lengthy over. The 50 comes up of Sprite, and what a turnaround.
Too far outside the upper stump. 19 runs already from this over. Series of wides, 3. Hat-trick of wides here. In the channel, another lofted stroke. Straight to the man. Second attempt. Yes, dropped it. Gets a life. Number of catches going down. I stopped taking count of it.
Well, United challengers are making life difficult for themselves. Another straightforward catch, and it pops out, and he makes a complete hash of that. They are not united in the middle at the moment, let me tell you that. They are united in dropping catches. 3 catches dropped this evening off the top order batters. Even as the crowd trickles in to see some great sixes, they're getting to see some drop catches as well.
Simple catches. The first one at the third man on the boundary. Then at the slip position, it came ever so slowly. Another straightforward catch here in the covers. 53 for 2. 5 overs have been bowled. 100 on cards here. They're building up. They know the mark horse will be in action tonight. And 2 teams with the potential to generate another thriller here in the first semi-final of the QCA T10 Ramadan Cup. Man at the long off and long on position down the ground.
Oh, that's trapped right in front. The finger goes up. Arif has to depart. That wasn't nothing short whatsoever. He's caught right in front, plumb.
That ball did not rise to the expectation of the batsman. Playing a poor shot. That was nothing short from him. Look at this one again. Trying to shuffle across and just glided through the onside, not quite getting the tape on it. And he has been given out LBW. Arif perished without making a significant contribution tonight. He's out for 3. And out comes Tony Archer, the man of the match from the quarter-final match the other evening.
He was the player of the match because of his bowling. He'll be eager to walk away with the player of the match because of his batting. And this could be the occasion for him. Carries a lot of reputation of being a very fine hitter of the ball. Tony Archer. Arif departing some time back. What a time for him to come into the middle. Stage is set. 29 deliveries left. 7 wickets in hand. 100 plus is the target. Sprite is chasing.
Hasn't got many opportunities with bat in hand. Tony Archer only 8 runs so far in this competition, but he has got the reputation of clearing the boundary ropes and would be itching to make a contribution with bat in hand. Recast to Tony Archer, and Archer is flicking it, and it's going to go away to the boundary for 4.
It's been a very ordinary effort this evening by the United challengers in the field. They've dropped catches, they've let the ball through on this occasion as well. What should have been 1 ends up being 4. This is very poor application in the field by them, and Sprite cricket stars are just not complaining.
Wicket in boundary. Tony Archer opening his account with that 4, glancing it down to the fine leg. Has got the time to look at the field, and the way he's been able to get the first connection. He's quite sure about the nature of the surface, that it's good for batting. And goes with the uppercut straight to the man on the boundary, and there will be a single. Runs coming thick and fast for the team. Sprite cricket stars, after put into bat, they find themselves in a very good position. 58 for 3. Tony Archer 5, and got a set batsman in Adnan. 29 of just 13 deliveries. Should be aiming around 110 from here on.
Absolutely, Devinder. This is a very fine foundation laid by the top order. Driven down the ground, straight back past the ball. Oh, this could be close. Very lucky, and in the process it goes behind the wicketkeeper as well, and they'll run away towards the third man region, and they'll steal a single too. All happening here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium.
Look at this one again. First thing first, great opportunity to run him out. There's never a single available, just missing the target in hands, conceding run as well. But that was a huge wicket on offer for the team United Challengers.
Devendra, in life you need that kind of luck sometime to succeed.
They've been getting too many opportunities tonight.
They've been very lucky tonight, Sprite Cricket Stars. And all the luck has been rubbed off from the United Challengers.
When we arrived at the crease, at the ground today evening, Mikhail, Adnan was practicing meditation, sitting behind his dugout, and might have got some connection with the Almighty. No wonder he's been living a charmed life tonight.
All the batters have been living a charmed life this evening in the middle. On the full, played it towards the mid-wicket region. So it's been a decent over here by Rikas, but for that 1-4, he's kept things very tight. 60 for 3 after 6.
Here 2 overs conceding only 11 runs. An excellent spell from Rikas under pressure where other bowlers were leaking runs. 2 for 11. A fine effort with ball in hand from Rikas. Rehan conceding 15 from his solitary over, and 1 for 1 from Imras, who bowled rather 1 without conceding a run. A wicket maiden from Imras, and Nasir conceding 9 from his first over. And Imran was taken 4 runs, only the bowler who suffered today evening so far on this excellent batting surface, conceding 20 from his solitary over, as United Challengers, who won the toss and they put the opposition in, they inserted the opposition in, and they've been struggling to take their catches, and that's been the talking point so far in this contest from their perspective. And from Sprite Cricket Stars, it's batting performance from Adnan so far. Good classical shots, great awareness at the pitch, and he's got the technique to get runs and temperament to build innings as well. He's batting on 30 of 14, and Tony Archer has just arrived at the crease, 6 of 4. And it's Nasser back into the attack. That was a great delivery, late movement. Fielding continues to be a challenge for the team United Challengers.
Yes, they've been challenged in the middle today by the Sprite Cricket Stars. And at the moment they are playing into the hands as well of their opposition. This is a vital partnership. If both these batters can hang around for the next 2 to 3 overs, then Sprite Cricket Stars will look very good to go beyond 100.
After that remarkable performance with ball in hand, getting a dot ball in the, this time trying to play it across the line. Huge appeal from the bowler. Was there an inside edge? Shuffling across, was almost in front. Look at this one again for close examination. The angle was in. Shaping might have drifted down the leg side. A lot of movement, late movement, Mikhail.
It's also because Nasir comes from an angle and wide of the crease sometimes creates... Oh, he's picked that up again. Look at that shot. Absolute disdain. That's been smashed into the stands. Just went in with the angle. And he's played another masterful stroke.
Again, that length, picking the length early, and the angle helping to the cause of the batsman. And a fine connection. Great timing. It was a humongous 6 from Adnan. He moves on to 36 of 16. He's connecting everything from the center of the blade tonight.
He's the danger man as far as the United Challengers are concerned. Their best bowler is in operation, Nasir. Oh, that's taken a top edge. This time the keeper coming underneath it, giving it a wild chase, but he puts it down as well. The 4th catch has been dropped. United Challengers have been all over the field this evening, dropping catches and allowing the Sprite Cricket Stars to continue to bat.
Poor once again with the man with the gloves on. It went high up in the air for long time and could not get into proper position. It's not challenging conditions though. Gentle breeze blowing across the ground, but that was not swerving. That should have been taken by the wicketkeeper. And wicketkeeper dropping catch. That highlights the problems that they're facing in this contest. It's a 68 for 3. and Adnan survives 37 of 17. And Tony Archer 6 of 5.
There's not much you can do if you're a bowler and the fielding standards are so low. You can only see the ball go short and wide, missing out on this occasion. Now Nasser was the player of the match in the last game, 5 wickets for him, a hat-trick too. And today he's having a very ordinary day. This is what the sport of cricket can do.
Well, he could have taken more than 2 wickets, 2 straightforward chances going down of his bowling in the first over as well. And they need to take the catches, otherwise it's not going to be helpful for the fast bowlers. This time trying to whack it through the onside. Was there a need to play that shot, playing across the line with the angle and late movement? Nasser has finally struck. It's a 68 for 4.
That's his stock delivery, his strength delivery. Once again getting in that wrist from an angle into the right-handed batter. You play across the line and 9 out of 10 times that ball will crash into the stumps. Finally some success here for United Challengers. They've been fetching the ball from all parts of the ground this evening. Tony Archer departs for 6. He'll have to walk back without making much of a contribution, but he'll have a role to play later with the ball. 6 in 7 deliveries. This is the long batting lineup, let me tell you.
68 for 4. Adnan, the lone warrior, 37 of 17. Tony Archer, was there a need to play it across the line? That was the last ball of the spell from Nasser as well. With the angle and the kind of movement that he was generating, it was important to play him safely. But he went with that cross-batted shot, looking to play it across the line, and was dismissed. Hamad has come to the crease now for the team cricket stars, the Sprite cricket stars, 68 for 4. They need to build a partnership. 18 deliveries to go. Not many runs from bat in hand. Adnan is there. It's about feeding strike back to Adnan. That should be the concentration. And now breeze picking up a bit here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Imras, who bowled a wicket maiden, has been introduced from the East Industrial End.
Good time for him to come in to bowl a new batter in the crease, but the danger they face is from the bat of Adnan. What an innings he's played. 37 of 17, was slow to start off with. Clean striker of the ball. Oh, that's picked up again over the extra cover region. The fielder gives up the chase. Now that's been a strength. He's been able to find the gaps at ease this evening. Another boundary for him. He's into the 40s.
True nature of the surface. He knows it because he's been there for a long, long time, hitting it on the rise. He knows from where he can collect boundaries, and he's producing it. Excellent stroke. Hitting it on the rise and giving enough wood onto it to carry it to the boundary for 4. Good start to the over from batting perspective. He moves into the 40s now. 41 of 18 deliveries.
Goes over the bowler's head on this occasion. 2 bounces into the ropes. He's dealing in boundaries. He's shuffling in the crease. And he's making the batsmen, beg your pardon, the bowlers and the fielders pay for all the reprieves.
Playfulness in his stroke making, shuffling across and then cross-batted, pulled down the ground, cross-batted smash. But how good his placement has been today. Absolutely spot on.
45 and 19, he's taken off. He's fighting a battle in the middle. It's United Challengers versus Adnan at the moment and not Sprite Cricket Stars. He has torn into the attack.
He's beaten with that slower delivery. It's like that World Cup in Mexico where England versus Maradona.
Usually in the T10 format and the shorter formats, it becomes individual brilliance, sometimes more than team brilliance.
Especially in the semi-finals, we have seen over the years in the history of the game as well. Semi-finals have been more exciting, like New Zealand beating Australia, New Zealand beating South Africa in the semi-final in 2015 Cricket World Cup.
Oh, that's gone high up in the air. This time the fielder coming under it. Nasser, he does not drop many, and he drops this one. Another life for Adnan. Sprite Cricket Stars can only say one thing in the middle at the moment. Thank you very much.
Another catch going down. Well, he should be his friend. He's winning a lot tonight. If you stay in his company, you might have that effect on you as well. That was in the air for years. And he has dropped it again, making mess of it. Another catch going down. 78 for 4. Adnan on 47 on a strike of just 21 deliveries. Goes down the track, hits it straight down the ground. This is a superb stroke down the ground for a 6. And it's a half century for Adnan. This has been a brilliant half century. 53 of just 22. And he's doing it with his magic wand at the moment.
You beauty, Mohammed Adnan. 53 of 22, 5 sixes, and look at that to get to your 50. Gives the charge and hammers that into oblivion as it disappears into the stands. This has been a batting exhibition and a masterclass from the youngster. What an innings he's playing for the Sprite Cricket Stars in the big semi-final.
Crisp and classy. And he goes again this time around. How good is the connection? It's good enough, sir. It's gone for 6. Back-to-back sixes for Adnan.
What an innings he's playing tonight here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in Doha, Qatar. He's brought the stadium alive, and he's only dealing in sixes at the moment. And he's making batting look so easy. And what an over this has turned out to be. 22 runs coming off the 8th over, and he's taken off from the highway. He looks unstoppable.
Contrasting fortunes for Emirates as well, conceding no run in his first over, wicket maiden, and now 22. Things can change very, very quickly in T10 format of the game. Adnan with his thumping batting performance already. 59 of just 23 deliveries. He's the only one who is dealing in boundaries. The rest of the batters have been struggling big time for the team. Sprite Cricket Stars. This has been some batting performance. 59 of just 23.
And that's why players are remembered for their contribution in iconic games, whether you're playing an arch rival or a semi-final or a final. We talk about Mohammed Adnan in the 1983 World Cup and the semis and the finals making an impact. You are remembered for these major big impacts in crucial games, and Adnan coming through. All eyes on Rihan.
Also Mahendra Singh Dhoni in 2011 Cricket World Cup. Adam Gilchrist in 2007 Cricket World Cup, and who forgets Ricky Ponting in 2003 World Cup against India, and Gautam Gambhir 97 in the 2011 Cricket World Cup final.
A total of 4,444 runs scored in the tournament so far. Again gives a huge hit on this one. It'll fall short of the fielder at long off. Another single here.
4 boundaries. 4-4-4 Is that so?
Absolutely, make that 3 boundaries on a 5 now. 4-4-4-5 after that single. 91 for 4. 10 deliveries left. Adnan on strike. Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. The next 10 deliveries is entertainment galore.
What's your prediction? Bowled him. Haji.
Not really. For a moment it looked like he had dragged that onto the stumps. And it gave the impression as well that he may have just chopped it on. Very lucky to survive there. But Adnan means business in the middle. If you're a spectator in the crowd somewhere on the long off, long on region, you could well be getting a shooting star.
Shot. Just for single.
They need to throw their bats at virtually everything now. The next 9 deliveries. What a match we've seen. What a batting performance so far by Sprite Cricket Stars. But this is a good surface. The ball is coming on nicely to the bat. So this is a contest on the cards, may I add.
Yeah, excellent surface. The ball is coming nicely onto the bat. Consistent pace in bounce. Shot. Great hit. How far? It's gone beyond the side screen for a 6.
Look at the extensions of the arms this time around from Hamad. It was not full in length, but just cleared that left leg and gave it the full Monty as well. This is another massive 6 coming from the bat of a Sprite cricket star batsman. And this time around, it is Hamad. What a shot.
98 for 4. Last ball of the 9th over. Boundary should be the option for the batter at the moment. He should be thinking about, because Adnan is stroking the ball beautifully. This time he hits it straight down the ground. But there is a fieldsman. There is a fumble. 2 more runs to the batting unit. It's 100 up for the team Sprite Cricket Stars.
What a batting performance it's been. 100 up there. Cheers from the dugout as well. They were eyeing the 100-run mark. That's Arif missed out of the bat this evening. They have another 6 deliveries to face. And it's all to play for here for the batting side. Under the pump this evening, United Challengers will want to end nicely so that that feel in the dugout remains when they come out to bat.
Especially if they get to 110. It's not gettable on this surface. It's just because of the quarter-final. Though the ball is coming nicely onto the bat, it is going to be a challenge for the Sprite Cricket Stars bowlers as well. Bowling in the second innings, Nasser, 2 overs going for 16, taking wicket, 1 for 22 in 2 overs for Emirates, bowling a wicket maiden and then going for 22 when Adnan was severe at him. And Rihan bowling 2 overs for 25, 2 for 11 from Rikas, and Imran conceding 20 from his solitary over.
Whom does Sunil Dalmera turn to in the final over? Who will it be? Rihan going for 25 in his 2 overs. Adnan on strike. He'll want most of it. This is quite a match, let me tell you, and this over will be quite an eventful one as well.
Adnan has his strike, 60 of 21. An outstanding half century already for the team Sprite Cricket Stars. A superb half century. And introduction of this time is beaten outside the off stump. Gets a dot ball in. Riaz has been given the task to bowl the final over. Should be aiming at 115 plus now. At least 15 runs from this over.
Look at that for a shot. And oh, has it been taken? Oh, it's a 6. The fielder just crosses the line there, touches the rope, and very nice of him to signal that as well. Again, the power behind it. While taking it, oh, he was on the rope. That was 6, visible to everybody.
106 for 4 now. 4 deliveries to go. What's the field? They don't matter because the way he has been connecting the ball, you can put 4,000 people in, still he will get a boundary away. Shot and cut it away for a single. Some relief for the bowling unit.
This has been a very different kind of counter-attack by Sprite Cricket Stars. They have just bludgeoned the opposition, and what a blitzkrieg here from Adnan. He's decimated all bowlers. 3 more deliveries left.
And there is going to be single. So Adnan will be on strike for the last 2 deliveries of the first innings.
Devendra, we've seen 148 being chased, and it was the markers against United Challengers. So if they have to seek inspiration, they need to go back to their match where their target was chased down.
And there was talk about their target as well today morning. This time he hits it down the ground and will be limited to a single. He wants a second run. He's running for everything. The throw is wild and they will collect 2 more runs.
I like the intent over here. Adnan is desperate for strike. He wants to end it with a flurry at the moment, with a flourish rather. Hamad just slow to react for the second call, but another wayward throw. If this goes against the United Challengers, they will look back at their fielding this evening and those drop catches.
Yes, they got the batting potential getting to 148, so that gives them the inspiration. It's a similar kind of wicket that they played on at the league stage as well. So goes into bowl to Adnan, and this time he hits it down the ground. What a finish to the innings. Fantastic hit for 6. It's 116 for 4 in 10 overs. And Adnan is unbeaten on 75 of just 30 deliveries. One of the greatest innings in limited overs cricket.
Oh, we've seen a batting masterclass take centre stage here. Going down on his knee. It was fuller in length, picked up, dispatched and deposited into the long on region. And in the process, Adnan is now the highest run getter in this tournament. The dugout stands in ovation to cheer for a super batting performance. And there he is, the man of the moment, Mohammed Adnan. What an innings. Appreciation and accolades coming his way. The job is half done, but he's taken his team to a very strong total. Out of 116, 75 come from the bat of Mohammed Adnan, and Sprite cricket stars will look back at his batting performance and say they've got the runs on the board. Openers didn't get going. Armugh and Sunil departed, but Adnan at number 3, 75 in only 30, played an innings of his life. He was supported in patches by Arif, Tony and Hamad, but it was one man standing tall at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in Doha, Qatar. And this performance will go down in history of the QCA Ramadan T10 as one of the most finest exhibitions of power hitting. And not much you can do with the bowling department over here. Everyone being tonked, but for Rikas, 2 for 11 for him. Riaz, none for 15. Imran, none for 20. Rihan, none for 25. Imras, 1 for 22. And Nasir, 1 for 16. It is the partnerships that came in handy. The third wicket partnership. But this night has so far, until now, belonged to one man, and it's been Mohammed Adnan. It was United Challengers versus Adnan this evening in the middle. And Sprite cricket stars will come back buoyant with a spring in their feet to defend this target. Let's take a look at the boundaries. Most of it coming from the bat of Adnan. He played on all sides of the wicket. And it was the placement that this evening that came to the fore. Anything pitched up, dispatched once again over the extra cover region. He punished the bowlers, was lucky early on to be dropped. This one by Tony Archer, just getting a flick on it, and another poor fielding effort meant it was going down to the fine leg boundary. Shot and wide, played over the infield, and that was another four coming from the bat of Adnan. The ball pleasantly left the bat of Adnan this evening, and Sprite cricket stars were on fire. This time again, just coming in line of the ball, shuffling across and playing it over the bowler's head. He was unstoppable as he got the boundaries at ease. However, it is the sixes that came out from his bat that were long and far. And that's what caught everybody's attention this evening at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in Doha, Qatar. We've seen some wonderful hits in the middle, most of them coming from the bats of Adnan. Rihande was just picked up from outside off, shuffling again, giving that swivel and depositing that into the mid-wicket region. This time it was full and wide. He just freed his arms and got a 6 over the cover point region. But this was the shot of the evening, drifting down the pads, and that flick of the wrist was enough to just deposit that over mid-wicket. Nasir too was picked up from middle and leg, and that was the longest 6 of the evening until then. However, he didn't stop there as he continued to bludgeon this one over the long off region. It was power hitting and sublime timing at its very best. Go fetch it is all they said. This one coming from the bat of Hamad as well. That was another very fine stroke. They were on a leather hunt this evening, and it was the fielders and the spectators who were finding the ball fly on all parts of the ground. That one taken, but the foot touching the rope. And this one in the end to cap off their innings. The final delivery was another 6 as well. We saw it all unfold over here, and Adnan took center stage as the spotlight was on him.
Adnan show tonight here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in the first innings. Well, in the process of scoring runs, you see the wickets unfolding as well, and this time around a fine catch taken to a delivery which was moving away from the batsman, and then not quite getting the timing right. It was taken on the boundary at mid-wicket. Wickets to fall in this innings. but they kept producing runs. Adnan in particular, then trying to play it across the line. Arif was given. LBW was found in front. Sunil trying to whack it through the onside was bowled to a delivery which was coming in with the angle. That's the situation here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. United Challengers winning the toss and deciding to bowl first have been hammered disdainfully by Adnan in the first innings, but it's a true surface. Runs can be scored as well. We take a short break. When we come back, we will have the openers from the United Challengers with the chase. Welcome back to the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Doha, Qatar, for the chase for the Team United Challengers. Will they be able to collect 117 on this excellent surface to bat on? It was fantastic show in the batting department from Adnan, captain giving the pep talk here just before the beginning of that challenge of restricting the opposition or reducing the opposition before 116 on this excellent batting surface. And they have to be quite careful about the catching aspect. At the same time, need to be a lot more disciplined with their line and length as well, because this looks like an awesome surface to bat on.
Customary huddle we've seen associated with every team, be it international league or domestic cricket. They need to give themselves a pat on their back for a batting performance, but this is a good surface. And if they have to take anything from what happened in the first innings, is the catching, because they saw it all unfold in front of them. They got the life, they punished the opposition. That's why it's important for them to just keep things simple. United Challengers will need to come out all guns blazing in this first 3 overs.
Amazing batting display from Adnan, getting 75 of 30 deliveries. Rest of the batters failed to get into double figure, but it does not mean that it's a challenging surface. It's a very good pitch to bat on. 116 for 4, that's what they got after put into bat. And United, having scored 148 in their first outing in this tournament, would be quite convinced about their batting talent in the ranks.
Will they be overawed by the occasion of playing a semi-final? Will the big game pressure while chasing tell on the batters? So much to look forward to at the moment. The body language of the Sprite cricket stars, buoyant, spring in their feet. 117 is the target. They have the cushion, the bowlers have the cushion to defend the target. They will set an attacking field. It's the batters of United Challengers who will have to take the attack to the opposition.
Normally it's the first over that sets the tone. If he bowls the first over well, take a wicket. Anaf has got 68 runs, man in form at strike at the moment. In 5 matches, 68 runs, so he's been stroking the ball beautifully, knows the conditions, has spent a lot of time, also played quality bowlers in this tournament as well. And how well they start, that's the key. Riaz, 67 runs in 5 matches, so he has also got some time at the crease as well.
All set for ball one. Play being signaled by the umpire. Oh, and he's taken off. Straight to the fielder. It's a catch in the very first ball. And what a start here for the Sprite Cricket Stars. This is a dream start, chasing 117. United Challengers lose the wicket in the very first ball of the innings.
Abdul just floating it outside the off stump, looking to hammer it down the ground, not quite getting the connection on that occasion, and hitting it straight into the hand of the fieldsman on the boundary. Perfectly placed fielder there. Look at this one once again. Floaty, outswinging delivery, and a good catch taken on the boundary. Kept his eyes on the ball. Tony Archer, who took 3 wickets in 1 over the other day, has taken the catch. And Abdul has struck in his first over, and it's a dangerous Anaf who's out.
United lose a very big wicket, and Anaf, you've seen him make the contributions. He's walking back dejected. He knows it was in the slot. This is a big chase, losing a wicket at the very first ball. High on confidence at the moment. Sprite Cricket Stars, tails are up, the body language suggesting they're right now in control of things. United Challengers need a blitzkrieg, need a maverick in the middle who'll turn things around. We are witnessing one of the finest games again. Remember, the surface still has a lot for the batters to contribute.
It's about controlling the nerves. It's about managing the innings. Runs can be scored on this pitch, that's for sure. They know it. They spend a lot of time at the crease, and also during the bowling, the bowlers recognize it's not that easy getting wickets on this surface. It is going to be a challenge for bowling unit, but they have found the breakthrough early, the team Sprite Cricket Stars. Abdul wicket up the first ball of the innings, and Rehan has come to the crease with the expectation of delivering a performance in high pressure, high voltage game here, the first semi-final of the QCA T10 Ramadan Cup. Swing and miss. He's getting a little bit of movement away from the batsman, but he's bowling too full. Imagine a connection, a lofted drive, taking it to the boundary. So it's a temptation to the batsman.
Oh yes, and what he's also doing is boarding it with gentle medium pace. There's not much of speed imparted on the deliveries. So the batters have to give that bat a wild swing as well, that push. They can't really take the pace of the ball on this occasion and guide it to a boundary.
Again, play and miss. This has been called as a wide. Persisting with his game plan, pitching the ball up and getting the movement away from the batsman, and not giving enough pace. It means the timing is going to be issue for the batters. He has to generate the pace, and no wonder that result came in favor of the team with that floater, lack of pace. This time he is beaten again. It's a series of outswingers.
When you're chasing 117, every dot ball is added pressure, panic in the dugout, concerned faces, and that's why they're having this discussion. Riaz and Rehan understanding the importance of rotating the strike and finding the boundaries. If they have to do something of this chase, it'll come in the first 3 overs, the power play overs.
What is going to be response from Rehan now? He's been beaten on a couple of occasions outside the off stump. Shuffle and looking to whack it through the onside, but it has been signaled as a wide.
The intent is to play across the line. The intent is to play towards the mid-wicket region. And each time the bowler is keeping it outside off, it becomes increasingly difficult to create that kind of an opportunity, Devinder. And that's why you should be very strong on the offside as well. That's where you can play it in the gaps.
Like the kind of strokes being played by Adnan in the first innings. Plenty of shots through the offside, getting those boundaries away whenever the disc deliveries outside the off stump. Man at the square leg in place, no fine leg at the moment. As Abdul runs into bowl to Rehan, and Rehan is trying to feel for the delivery. It's been called as wide.
Just wonder why Abdul may not be finding that line, because there's no pressure whatsoever on him. He's got a wicket of the first ball. He's defending 116, and all he needs to do is just land the ball in the right areas. Take a look at the field. 3 inside the circle. Make that 5 inside the circle on the off. And a long off as well. Mid-on, deep mid-wicket and square leg.
Beaten again. Series of outswingers with different length though this time around. So they got men at the square leg inside the circle on the onside, so no fine leg. Man at the deep mid wicket, mid on, who is very, very straight. Man at the long off position, extra cover, and cover point. Man at backward point, man at the gully position, and third man up in the circle as well. Appeal, huge appeal from keeper. Everyone is going for it.
It's getting good movement as well. You could see the nice late hint of movement in the air. The batsman playing all over it, just not going through the line, getting to the pitch of the ball. What a start here for Sprite Cricket Stars. Only 3 runs conceded, another 114 to get.
Not much of help for the fast bowlers on this pitch, but atmospheric conditions helping him this time again. That the similar kind of delivery, just pulling the length back, the leg cutter, resulting in a dot ball. The first over results in a wicket and just 3 runs.
You've also got to give credit to the captain Sunil Alexander to have had that fielder at long off. Most often you see fielders up in the circle to begin with. Long off is up, and that's why on this occasion he placed him at the right area and he got the catch as well. Ooredoo are title sponsors for the QCA Ramadan T10 Cup, powered by Elite Sports. What an initiative this by the QCA, and to find patrons like Ooredoo and Elite Sports, an absolute delight for a sporting fan. They have been given that opportunity, presented with a platform, and we are getting to see some lovely cricket on offer here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in Doha, Qatar.
Plenty of outstanding performances in bowling department. We saw Tony Archer yesterday evening taking 3 wickets from the over. Najeem getting hat-trick in the tournament. Kannan also bowling a fine spell. 3 wickets already in this tournament for Kannan. An outstanding innings in the semi-final from Adnan. Single-handedly put his team in a position from where they can fight.
Wonderful carry, good bounce, great length. Batsman a little tentative on this occasion, circumspect to go for it or leave it. Pressure mounting on United challengers.
Contrasting styles, methods in bowling. In the first over, searching for that movement away from the batsman with the full length delivery. Kannan looking for that extra bounce by hitting the deck and getting the ball to bounce and deviate off the surface.
Almost chopped that onto the stumps, inside edge, single. Finally we see the strike being rotated. This has been a very slow start here for United challengers. They need a move on.
If they came in with the intention that the surface is good for batting, this has been different experience altogether. Spending time at the crease, not quite getting the timing right, not quite finding the areas to score runs off. And that's where Adnan's innings can be a blueprint everyone can take inspiration from. The way he found the gaps, the placement was absolutely spot on throughout the innings from Adnan.
Oh yes, looks like they're batting on an adjacent pitch and not the one the Sprite Cricket Stars batted on. Again giving it that wild swing, no way close to the pitch of the ball. His partner not impressed.
One thing that both the bowlers operating in tandem at the moment have realized that it's the 4th stump or 5th stump line that's going to work for them. And with that, with a variation in pace as well, the leg cutter, and also hitting the deck and getting the ball to bounce, that's been the variations being used so far in this innings from Kannan in particular. Also, in the first over we saw pitched up deliveries and going away, the movement in the air here, deviation because of the rotation on the ball.
Goes high this time. Wicket keeper coming underneath this one. Sunil Alexander takes the catch. Wicket number 2 goes here for United challengers. Kannan strikes. It's all panning out one way, and that is the Sprite Cricket Stars way tonight.
Yeah, pressure to produce shots because plenty of dot deliveries, trying to clear his front leg and look to hit it over the mid-wicket boundary, getting the top edge And a fine catch, excellent concentration level from the captain of the side, wicketkeeper better as well, who took the catch eventually. And Rehan is dismissed for not after consuming 7 deliveries. 7 deliveries. A lot of deliveries in T10, and that's 2 in the power play overs. It's 4 for 2 United Challengers after a disastrous start in the bowling department, in the batting department, against good accurate bowling from Kananir.
In hindsight, was it a good toss to win and decide to bowl first? Captain makes his way to the middle with his team in deep trouble. Sunil Dalmeda, contrasting fortunes for Sunil's tonight. Sunil Alexander at the moment wearing a very confident smile. Sunil Dalmeda at the moment just having a very worried look on his face. It's time to bail his team out of trouble and take them to the target of 117.
4 for 2. Can they recover from this position? Here is Kanan into bowl to Sunil. And Sunil is getting a full delivery and he hits it firmly straight to the man. Fantastic catch. That was a superb catch. And Sunil is dismissed of the very first delivery. And it is 3 wickets down for 4.
Riaz it is who departs. And what a night this is turning out to be for the Sprite Cricket Stars. And what a catch by Hamad as well. He had to come in, went down on his knees, judged it well. And Kanan's habit of striking twice in an over continues in this game as well. Threw his bat at this one. But the judgment, very good by Hamad. He's a good fielder. He'll not drop them. This is a complete performance so far with bat, ball and in the field by Sprite Cricket Stars.
Riaz goes for 1. 3 wickets down. Well, what a start. Back-to-back wickets for Kanan. Different modalities of taking wicket here. Look at this one again. A short lifting delivery, looking to hit it through the onside, getting the top edge. And a great catch taken by the keeper under lights here. And then looking to hammer it down the ground. And picking the man on the boundary. A superb catch with fingers pointing skyward, getting down on his knees and accepting it eventually. Kanan with 2 wickets from this over. It's 4 for 3. 3 wickets down. And Nasser has come to the crease. Unthinkable can happen in this glorious game of cricket, and this has been some performance in bowling department and catching as well. The catching has been spot on, and that's been the vital difference already.
Great observation there. Nasser makes his way to the middle. It's the catching this evening. It's the fielding standards. It's been north and south, may I add. United Challengers were down south in that performance of theirs with that fielding. And peaking at the moment are Sprite Cricket Stars. He's on a hat-trick. Kanan, can he deliver the knockout punch?
It's gone high up in the air, and it's gone over the boundary for a 6. Quite a response from Nasser, 6 of the first ball.
And what a shot to get off the mark and to also play a hat-trick ball in that fashion. Just got to the pitch of the ball and brought to the extension of the arms. Two overs gone, 10 for 3. This contest is very much on, may I add. This is a good surface to bat on. Yours truly, Mikhail Vaswani, in conversation with Devendra Kumar, and we are enjoying what we are seeing here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in Doha, Qatar.
Yeah, quite a competition and quite a response from the batters in the first innings, Adnan in particular, and now bowlers bowling in the right channel and catches have been taken right on top. The Sprite Cricket Stars in the chase. They've been able to take 3 wickets in 2 overs, and that's 2 top order batters back in the pavilion. Pressure on the batting unit. Can they respond it from this situation? We haven't seen many matches being won, especially in pressure games.
They cannot afford to lose another wicket here. Just goes over the fielder. It's been put down. Aramuga there coming underneath that. Not Aramuga, beg your pardon. Kannan For a moment, it looked like that could be another catch being taken, but just going away from him. Half chance, but should have been taken at this level.
It was a challenge, though. The ball was traveling. Look at this one, just getting the outer part of the bat, slicing it away, and it was also going over his shoulder, so it's not that easy. Facing the crowd, catch going down. 11 for 3. Abdul taking wicket from the first over, setting the tone in the bowling department. 4 for 1 so far, and 2 wickets coming in from Kannan, who couldn't latch on to that potential opportunity there at the backward point position on the offside.
What I've liked about the bowlers this evening, they've stuck to their field. They're bowling an outside off line. They have 2 fielders in the deep at long off and at deep point. Sweeper cover. So that line will be middle and off. There you can see it, giving it a wild push at it.
It's extraordinary. Into his second over, Abdul kept bowling all the deliveries in that channel, kept getting the ball to move away from the batsman. His length has been predictable, but they could not find any solution in the first over and in his second over as well. He's getting the dot balls in. He's getting the movement. Whatever is available in the atmosphere, he's taking full advantage in getting the ball to move. Another outswinger. Is there a nick? Yes, sir. The batsman is walking. Second wicket for Abdul. And wicket number 4 down for 11. In a disastrous position, United Challengers here. And time for celebration, jubilation for the team, Sprite Cricket Stars.
United Challengers at the moment are looking fragmented in the middle. They have walked in, walked out in no time. Again, just giving it that wild push. It's Nasir who departs. He hit a very crisp shot over covers for a 6. Once again, trying to repeat that. He departs in disagreement with himself and disbelief as well. The 4th wicket falls. Sprite Cricket Stars with their tails up tonight are sensing and sniffing victory.
Brilliant bowling performance already. Finding the area to operate in and persisting with that, and eventually getting success in the process as well. They are doing the process right, and hence they've been rewarded. The catching has been brilliant. It's 11 for 4 United Challengers. Receiving a knockout punch early stutter, absolute disaster. 11 for 4. The pressure, the wicket is absolutely fantastic for batting.
The story is well documented here, Devinder. Sprite Cricket Stars 116 for 4 in 10 overs. And United Challengers 11 for 4 in 2.3. That's how much of a difference it's been between the two sides this evening. So sharp in the field this evening, Sprite Cricket Stars.
Absolutely brilliant. And also there was discussion before the toss about what should be the decision of the toss. Should they bat first or bowl first? Well, the pitch curator was of the opinion that there is going to be some help early on in the innings, and hence he suggested that they should be bowling first. But I thought in pressure situation, especially in semi-finals, getting runs on the board is crucial.
Oh, that's been clobbered towards the mid-wicket boundary, and that goes over the ropes as well for a 6. This time Fuller at a decent height, and that was just hammered and whacked away for a 6.
Yeah, clobbered. A full toss opportunity there. No protection on the boundary. He had the liberty to go airborne and successful in getting a 6 as well. As we have already seen in the history of the game as well, if you could remember in the year 2003 World Cup in South Africa, India winning the toss and inviting Australia in, and hence suffered 359. That's what they got. In response, India could never get over the line. So in pressure situations, batting first has been the mantra for most of the successful teams in the world as well.
Too far wide outside the off stump, another wide here. They'll have to keep those extra count down. At the moment, they're just bordering in the danger zone of conceding way too many extras.
Also, Mikhail, they cannot afford to relax at this stage in play because of the nature of the surface. And 18 for 4, that's all right, but they needed one good partnership. Return the fortunes for the side and put pressure back onto the bowling unit. At the moment, they are on top, but they need to do the process right. Can they find someone to turn the heat back on the bowling unit from the Team United challengers?
Much better this time. Coming closer to the stumps. Sunil Alexander, a little excited behind. Not surprised. Team is on a high. They have their nose ahead at the moment. 3 overs gone. The restrictions will be lifted. 18 for 4. United challengers are just slipping away in this contest at the moment, looks like.
They've been crushed in this innings by some fine bowling and excellent catching as well. 18 for 4. Scoreboard pressure. They need to play those big booming shots in order to stay in the hunt for the chase. They need at the rate of 14.14. Good attendance today evening with Marcos scheduled to play the second semi-final today evening, starting at 8:30. Expect a lot more people to come and celebrate this beautiful game of cricket here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Doha, Qatar. 18 for 4 after 3 overs. Sunil, the captain of the side, is batting on 1. Rifan on 6 of 3. 99 to win from 7 overs. A Herculean task in batting department. Kannan, who took 2 from 7 from the previous over, to continue.
Pull on this occasion in front of the wicket. Adnan, you can't keep him out of action tonight. He is the man of the moment. Ball bad in the field. He'll have a role to play with the ball. Pulled off a last over thriller in the quarterfinals.
He's on a high after that sensational bowling performance yesterday evening, and again today shining with bat in hand. So he has been making contribution with both bat and ball, and his bowling will be crucial as well. He's taking it short, getting a little bit of extra lift from the surface.
Still to find their feet in the middle. Other United challengers. Rifan has shown some promise. Sunil has been kept quiet. He's the captain.
Well, at the halfway stage of the innings, we'll get some runs here. We'll be limited to single. At the halfway stage in the innings, the United challengers batters might have thought about the prospect of getting over the line, looking at the nature of the surface, and might have taken it a bit easy about going out with the bat and getting those runs, taking inspiration from what transpired against the team Marcos at the league stage. But this is semi-final, a knockout match, different ball game altogether, and hence losing 4 wickets. They should be blamed for their performance in the field, dropping plenty of catches. Almost all the batters getting the opportunities to bat for 2 or 3 times.
Oh yes, Adnan was dropped very early in the innings by Nasser in the slips, and after that there was no looking back. He made sure he punished them, and each time he hit the ball, there was only one line. He was saying, "Go fetch the ball." He was in a murderous mood, and he kept hitting monstrous sixes in the middle. Back live to this game, 21 for 4. United challengers in deep trouble.
And too far outside the off stump. That's the area for concern for most of the teams in this tournament, and for Kannan in particular as well. Another wide from this over. 11 put for 2 into second over. He's taken the wicket, but it's important to put the ball in the right areas, especially when the batter's feeling the heat of losing too many wickets and required rate shooting up to 14.62. It's important to maintain the discipline and force the batter to play a false stroke, giving additional time to the batters to settle down, which is not a good idea. Hits it on the rise and straight to the man. It's a catching practice. Kannan strikes for one more time. 3rd wicket for him.
Half the side in the dugout. Hamad with another very fine catch. He's a safe pair of hands. And Kannan with his 3rd wicket. It's only one way tonight. It's the Sprite Cricket Stars way. Again, just trying to hit that on the up, only to find the fielder at long off. A flattish catch. And Sunil stay in the middle is cut short. The captain departs at 22 in the 4th over.
95 to win. Sunil Dalmeda, the captain of the team, United Challengers, dismissed. For 2, it's 22 for 5 after 3.4 overs. Kannan with 3 for 11. Despite bowling a couple of wide deliveries in this over, he's been able to take a wicket. This has been a heartbreaking performance for the United Challengers fans, as the team has given up the chase already. Looking at the wicket number, Satish Kumar can bat.
Batting deep in the crease at the moment. Again, this suggests that his intentions are clear again. He'll be looking and eyeing that mid-wicket region. Good shot ball. Very well directed shot delivery, this one. Just catching the batsman by surprise.
Well, with 5 wickets down, now there should be just one idea, just putting the deliveries away, looking for everything. Because even if they play the full good of 10 overs and still can't get the target, there is no purpose. It's not going to help them improving anything except for some entertainment to the crowd if they keep playing the shots. And you never know, things can change in T10. Couple of overs, big gigantic overs, 20 runs over, and all of a sudden you see team fighting back. Third man is up in the circle. Fine leg is also up in the circle. Man at the backward point inside the circle on the offside. Sweeper cover on the offside on the boundary, and man at the long off position. We've got the man at the long on, man at the mid wicket position and behind the square as well.
Well, such moments do take us back to that moment in the 2003 World Cup when Sourav Ganguly won the toss in the final against Australia and decided to bowl first. And after that, he was only playing catch-up. Similar story here. Short delivery, that's been pulled. Is there a field underneath that? Yes, it is. Another catch. Mohammed Adnan will not drop many. Kannan gets his 4th wicket, and what a night it is for the Sprite cricket stars. They are touching everything that's turning into gold.
22 for 6, can you believe it? 4th wicket for Kannan. Fielders are there where they should be, and they are doing what they should be doing. Short ball again, getting high on the bat, and a straightforward catch for Adnan, and the 4th wicket for Kannan. This has been a golden evening for Kannan as well, as it has been for Adnan with bat in hand. 4 overs gone. It's 22 for 6. Can you believe it? Satish Kumar, the batsman, out.
And the result is slowly beginning to emerge in this contest. United Challengers have been steamrolled this evening, and Sprite cricket stars will just take a look at that batting card. Chasing 117, 01026, no one getting into double figures. There's not been any kind of resistance, and the big hits have eluded them.
It's been a meek surrender. 22 for 6. Calamity has struck early, losing early wickets in the power play overs, not quite getting the team off to a flying start. Any thought of chasing that total down has gone out of the window. It's 22 for 6 after 4 overs, and Tony Archer, the tormentor, the other evening into the attack.
A star in the last game in the quarterfinals with 4 wickets, 3 in 1 over. He got that ball to move quite a lot. Leading wicket taker of the tournament as well. Oh, that's been played towards the mid-wicket region. What a way to greet him and welcome him into the bowling mark.
It's a different evening in the channel for the batter to smack it through the mid-wicket. Look at it from around the wicket. He picked up wickets yesterday to right and better this time around. No swing, no seam movement available, and hence pitched up delivery has been dispatched to the mid-wicket boundary for 4. Shot outside the upper stump, the angle. Should he be operating from around the wicket, or you think that it's better to go over the stump? As we saw, most of the bowlers have been successful operating from over the stumps and getting the ball to move.
Yes, to his advantage in the last game, he had 2 left-handed batters as well, so that made it easier for him to come around the wicket. Now, what happens with this angle and movement from here Even if the batter tries to close or roll his wrists over it, he's getting a top edge. And it makes it increasingly difficult for the batter to play across the line because the ball with the swing and with the angle will keep deviating away from him.
A boundary and wide already from this over from Tony Archer. Farhan yet to open his account. Rifan 11 of 6. Need at the rate of 15.88 runs per over. Can they bowl them out? That's the question here. Tony Archer from round the wicket into ball to Rifan, and Rifan is going down the ground. It's gone high up in the air. Who is going to take the catch? Oh! The catch has gone down. Opportunity for run out, but better safe. The man for whom everything is working tonight, but not this time.
He's human too, and the error shows up as well. Again, giving it that wild swing, getting a top edge high in the air. Adnan coming underneath this, a little casual on this occasion, and the release as well, as they ran one on the arm. And this is very, very ordinary stuff from Adnan.
Tony Archer could have taken his first 7 without loss from the first over. 3 deliveries have been bowled from this over. 29 for 6 now. Rifan still there. What changes? The field remains the same. Long off and long on in position from round the wicket. Pulled away. And pulled away for how many? Brilliant effort in the field. The batters will go back for the second, and they will complete the second run as well.
Arif with that fielding effort in the deep. He had to cover a lot of ground. He had some work to do and cut it off extremely well to keep that to 2 runs. Saved a certain boundary on that occasion. 31 for 6. It's been a struggle here in the middle for United Challengers. They're not throwing in the towel yet. They're up for the fight. But do we see some fight back coming by? They need one batter who can raise hopes, and at the moment Rifan looks the most accomplished to do so.
Stick around because later today evening, Star CC taking on the team Marcos, the tournament favourites. This time he bludgeons the ball through the offside, and that was dropped as well. It was difficult chance. It was flat.
Oh, that was fiercely timed. Hit very hard, flat, and it was travelling as well. But what he's done successfully is he saved a certain boundary, but he's dropped a half chance. Now you'd expect Adnan to take those because of the kind of standard he's raised in the middle.
Farhan standing outside the crease from round the wicket this time, trying to work through the onside with fine leg up in the circle. He's going to pick up a boundary, a welcome boundary for the team United Challengers. 2 boundaries coming from this over of Tony Archer. From round the wicket, it was pitching well outside the leg stump, just going deep in the crease with fine leg up in the circle. Just pedal it around the corner for 6, for 4.
Some momentum here for United Challengers. They need a few more overs like this, rather more runs, bigger runs. 116 for 4 Sprite Cricket Stars, 36 for 6 United Challengers after 6 overs. But what they need is 6s at the moment, which has completely dried up.
Wickets in heap. Wickets in cluster, that's what has happened so far in this innings. 36 for 6 in 5 overs. Tony Archer conceding 14 tonight of his first over. Rifan moves on to 16 of just 9, and Farhan is betting on 1. Arumuga has been given the ball now. 3 wickets already in this tournament. 62 runs with the bat. Didn't fire with bat in hand today evening, but a lot of expectation about his contribution with the bowling department, and they can 4,500 runs completed already in this tournament. This is huge number, to be honest.
Again throwing his bat at this one, outside off, too far wide, couldn't get to the pitch of it. That's only one way approach they have now, no options left. Throw their bats at everything.
Number of runs have been scored in this tournament, 4,500, and given the fact, Mikhail, that most of the players played most of their cricket on cemented wickets. This has been quite an improvement and quite a performance in batting department as well. This time he goes high up in the air. It's coming down and it's gone over the boundary rope for a 6.
Rifan's fighting a lone battle out here, giving the charge on this occasion, getting closer to the ball, and he gave that a full extension of his arms. Full swing on this one, and a very, very good 6.
A liberating stroke, considering the fact that they have lost 6 wickets, so nothing to lose. They can be in a dangerous position if they don't get the line and length right, Ramuga in particular. This time full, trying to whack it through the offside. He's beaten to an outswinger. It can be dangerous when they're totally out of the contest, throwing at everything at the middle few.
Tell you what, 74 right now of 30 deliveries, beg your pardon, 28. One good over, and with the partnership coming here, this game could well come back into the balance.
They need the kind of innings that Adnan played. Who is going to rise to the occasion for the Team United challenges? Will it be Farhan? Farhan has got the ability to hit boundaries. Rifan 22 of 11. Beaten too far outside the off stump. The same lines, the same length, the same movement. And it's the same call from the umpire, the wide.
Just get the impression they've gotten a little complacent over here, Sprite Cricket Stars. Way too many extras conceded by them in a semi-final game. And all of a sudden I see some intent shown by the batters, the United challengers, Rifan and Farhan. They're slowly finding their way back into this contest.
8 runs already from 2 deliveries from Rumuga. Needs to find the channel again in the bowling department. Bludgeoned through the offside, and they want second run. And they will get there eventually.
They bat deep, United challengers. And this game is not over yet, let me tell you. We've seen funny things happen in the cricket field, and things change in a matter of deliveries and minutes.
Yeah, 2 boundaries from the over and then a strike rotation. If they persist with it, it's a matter of just 4 more overs after this. It can be done. Not totally out of the contest so far. 46 for 6, that's all right, but 2 batters with the capability. This time a lofted stroke into the gap on the offside, and they will take a single. Runs already from 4 deliveries. They need how many? 16.15. That's the required rate. 70 from 26 deliveries.
220 run overs will completely change the equation. We've seen things happen out here.
Can he find a boundary? Not quite getting the timing right. This is the last recognized pair at the crease for the Team United challengers with the capability and ammunition to get the team over the line. Otherwise, it has been a meek surrender from the top order batters tonight when it mattered the most.
What they needed was a partnership, or maybe a good start in the power play overs. Oh, he gets some bat on that. That'll go towards the fine leg boundary. This has been a very good over for United challengers. They've taken their chances, and Rifan is turning things around. Much needed boundary, and will put the pressure back on the fielding side.
Yes, picking it from well outside the off stump. Was not in a position, but making sure that he got some connection from the bat, and it went fine to the boundary for 4. Very good over from a batting perspective. 16 coming from that Arumuga over. Marcos already in the house, and they will be up against the Star CC. That would be quite a contest, and looking at the surface, Mikhail, it's a batting paradise, and the kind of batters that they possess. You can imagine the number of runs, number of sixes we will witness tonight.
Now for the Marcos, they never batted first in this tournament. So that will be a tricky situation because they'll not know what to get as a team batting first. They've only been chasing targets. So this could be a new presentation for them if they get into bat first. The fight is on here for the United challengers. They're slowly crawling back into the game. Some skyscrapers in the 5th and 6th overs. 24 deliveries.
So you reckon the toss is going to be the biggest attraction today evening?
Oh, certainly, yes. It has played a vital role in the tournament. The statistics showing teams batting first have had a higher percentage of victory.
Tony Archer conceding 14 from his first over to continue. From round the wicket, and this has been chopped away straight to the fielder. Should he continue to operate from round the wicket, or you reckon that since he's not getting that movement with right-hander at the crease, should he go back to the over this time?
I'll tell you what's happening now. Deep square leg has come in. Inside the circle you have a long on, long off, deep mid wicket, deep cover, and a backward point as well.
Here is Tony Archer to Farhan. Farhan is going back and he's hammering it. And he's hammering it just over that fielder, teasingly for a 6.
This game is not finished yet. United challengers are throwing the challenge back at the Sprite Cricket Stars. Rifan is playing a gem of an innings and he's turning it on in the middle as well.
Because against the same question, should he operate from over the stumps?
Well, he should change something at least. That's been bludgeoned down the ground. Nicely fielded. Hamad has looked good in the field this evening. They need more sixes at the moment. 59 of 22.
Well, he was successful yesterday evening because plenty of left-handers in the side, opposition side, and also getting late movement. He's not getting that much of movement tonight, and by operating from round the wicket length that he's bowling, also the movement that's helping the batter to get into decent position and hit it against the tide. This time through the offside, a powerful connection, and ball travels to the boundary for a 6. Into the stands. Second 6 of the over.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. This game is not over yet. Sprite Cricket Stars are feeling the tremors, and they're coming from the bats of Rifan and Farhan at the moment. This is the 250th 6 in the process, and the fight is on. The equation and the balance has shifted. 52 needed in 20, and these two batters are looking very dangerous in the middle.
Is there anyone in the side to tell Tony Archer to bowl from different angle? This time trying to work through the onside. It was a fuller length delivery for a change, and they will take 2. This is poor. The reaction hasn't been good from his teammates on the field now. The pressure is back on the bowling unit.
We saw an absolute box office hit play last evening, and looks like there's another wonderful story unfolding tonight as well. This is going down to the wire, let me tell you. The asking rate is 15. They're going at almost 10 and over. But what's happened in the process is Rifan has pulled out some majestic hits in the middle.
Rifan is shooting it to the boundaries, to the stands, and he's been successful in getting 35 of 16. The match is on till he's at the crease. Tony Archer from round the wicket. This time gets the edge and will take a single. This has been another fine over from batting perspective. Tony Archer going for 28 in his 2 overs. Different fortunes today. And 6 wickets down, but the partnership is flourishing. 46 of just 18 deliveries, and a contribution coming in from Rifan, getting 29 of just 13 deliveries, and 12 of 5 from Farhan. The pressure is back on the bowling unit.
4 wickets last evening for Tony Archer with a player of the match performance, and today ends up being costly. Well, sport has its ways of leveling life. Adnan, star with the bat, star with the ball last evening. You cannot keep him out of action. He's having a dream run in the QCA Ramadan T10 Cup.
Leading run scorer in the tournament. Is he, and also bowling 8 wickets already. All-round show throughout the tournament. This is going to be crucial over in order to stand any chances for the team United Challengers. It's Adnan into ball to Rifan. It's full, and was that in line? Was there some bet involved? The umpire takes his time. The batters are through for 2 for the second run. Oh, well. Leg by signal, that was quite close. It was a straight delivery. It was full.
You know, there's some concern here. Empire just reminding Captain Sunil Alexander that over-appealing also can add to demerit points and can be regarded as dissent in the middle. So they'll have to control their emotions. Yes, at the moment, the odds are very, stakes are high rather in this game.
Adnan to Rifan, and Rifan is beaten.
This is where Adnan has come in very handy for his captain. He bowls the 8th and the 10th over. And this is where... Yeah, Farhan on strike because they took a single. Just a dummy there, just trying to ascertain what the batter is trying to do at the other end. He's a thinking bowler, but Rifan has all of a sudden put the pressure back on the bowlers and the fielders.
Adnan operating from QCA end with third man on the boundary. Sweeper cover, long off on the offside. The batter is not ready, still inspecting the field through the onside, where the fielders are men at the mid wicket and long on. Square leg up in the circle, fine leg up in the circle. Has to be very careful about the lines that he's going to operate with.
Sweaty palms for the batter. Gives it the charge on this occasion. They're looking for the second run. Denied by Rifan. This match has the ingredients of something very special tonight. I tell you what, don't miss out on all of it. If you're somewhere around the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in Doha, Qatar, drop by, because we are having some wonderful cricket being played between Sprite Cricket Stars and United Challengers. What a match this is turning out to be. Oh, that goes past the wicketkeeper, and that should be 4 more. Free runs coming by. That's coming off the bat on this occasion. This game is not over. Each time you feel the Sprite Cricket Stars are pulling it back, United Challengers find a way of getting a boundary or a big hit. This one was Fuller, gets an inside edge, misses the stumps, misses everything on its way. And this has been a very fine partnership. 50 up in 25 deliveries. We're seeing a large turnout this evening. There's all to play for at the moment. It is value for money here for the batters on the surface and this outfield and the crowd as well. Getting to see some entertaining cricket. Edge of the seat action, may I add. Are we seeing another last over thriller tonight? Will Adnan emerge hero once again? He's done it last evening with the ball. This evening he showed what he can do with the bat. Can he again do it for his side and power them into the finals? A famous win, a big moment, the mega finals that we are looking at.
2 deliveries from this over. Where he's going to put that ball in? Can he get a dot ball in for the team? Adnan. And gets, oh, it's been declared as a wide. It has happened before also in the history of the game. 41 to win from 2.2 overs. Chennai Super Kings versus Royal Challengers Bangalore, when Virat Kohli was introduced. LB Morkel was magnificent with bat in hand that evening. Adnan to Farhan, and Farhan is hitting it down the ground for a single. This has been great over. First performance with bat in hand, single-handedly putting the team in commanding position with bat in hand, and now with the ball just conceding 7 at a time when opponent need 18.46 runs per over. Adnan to Rifan, and it's down the leg side. It's going away to the boundary. It's going to go for 4. And it's a no ball as well. Pressure on the fielding team, pressure on the bowler. It's going to be free hit. The match is not over. The pressure of the knockout match. Get the process right. It was a no ball. It went away to the boundary for 4. And it's a free hit as well. The field will remain the same. Here is Adnan into ball to Rifan. Crowd behind him, and Rifan trying to hit it through the onside straight to the fielder. Not quite taking advantage of that free hit. Just a single. Just a single to end the over. Crowd building up for the second semi-final, where the Star CC will be taking on the team Marcos, the tournament favorite, but we got a match on our hand at the moment. Rifan and Farhan turning it on at a time from a disastrous position to the position of strength again. All of a sudden, things have changed drastically. 34 to win from 2 overs for the Team United Challengers. After early stutter, it has been a remarkable comeback for the Team United Challengers. They found the options in batting department. Farhan on to 17 of the 7 deliveries, and Rifan 38 of 22, 34 to win from 12 deliveries. And Arumuga has been given the ball to bowl all important 9th over of the contest. This is the over the batters would target.
Sprite Cricket Stars need a wicket here. United Challengers another good 20-run over, and they'll be sniffing win. Here we are for the first delivery of the 9th. Fuller this time, straight past the bowler. Very good ball underneath the bat. Now this is what the captain wants from his bowlers, keeping things tight in the middle.
He's looking to take the pace up. We got 2 men on the boundary. Men at the mid-wicket position, men at the long on the onside, long off, sweeper cover on the boundary, and men at the point position, searching for those fuller length deliveries outside the off stump. This time he slices this one over the top of backward point and down to the boundary for 4. A much needed boundary produced.
Very good shot under pressure, manufacturing this one. Saw the field was up behind the wicket and just opens the face of the bat and slices it over backward point. What a shot. 30 needed now in 10.
Emergency services required, and the response came early. And a thundering fashion from Rifan. He moves into the 40s, 42 of 24. Farhan is on to 17, and this has been quite a partnership already. Full toss, hammered. For how many? The catch is taken, and with that, maybe the match. Arumuga has struck for the team.
What a moment in the game this is. Rifan was almost taking away the game from Sprite Cricket Stars. He perishes in his search for a mighty 6, getting the toe end of the bat, and a wonderful catch by Arif under pressure. Came running in, kept his eyes on the ball, and he knows how big a catch it is. He knows it, and so do the Sprite Cricket Stars. This is a very big moment in the game. What an innings, but Rifan has played 42 of 25. Almost there, so close yet so far for him. He walks back after a fighting knock of 45.
87 for 7. First wicket for Arumuga. 1 for 20 in 1.3 overs. Now, 30 to win from 9 deliveries. Farhan is batting on 17. We will have the new batsman walking in. Looks like the match has already been sealed from the Sprite Cricket Stars. Arumuga has taken the wicket and has almost sealed the victory as well, but this has been dispatched down the ground. Chance, not quite, and it's gone for 4.
And each time Sprite Cricket Stars are ahead, they put themselves behind in the contest. Overrunning this, a low full toss being converted into a boundary.
Judgment had he been on the edge of the boundary. 2 boundaries and a wicket from this over from Rumuga. 1 for 24. He's been expensive, but he's taken the wicket. And that's the wicket of Irfan. Here is Rumuga into bowl to Farhan, and Farhan is getting a low full toss. Excellent delivery. A loopy ball. They might go back for the second. Adnan with the throw. Is that a run out?
Very good running. Played it in the gap. Excitement in the crowd. Tension as well. It's reaching its crescendo. They have support for both the sides in this part of the world. Who will it be tonight? Sprite or United? But the game of cricket certainly finding its share of attention and love.
Boundary or single? What would be the focus for Farhan? Full 6 deliveries in the next over. Should be thinking about hammering this one out of the boundary. He's shuffling already. And this time he gets some power of bat onto it. He's going to take a single. Will retain the strike as well. He's thinking about going back for the second. And eventually has to settle for a single. Now, 23 to win from last 6 deliveries.
4 strikes away from what will be a famous win for the United Challengers. Sprite cricket stars, for most part of the game, they've been ahead. Look at this for a summary. Batting first, 116 for 4. United Challengers for 11 for 4 in the 3rd over, and they've fought back to reach to 94 for 7. Courtesy Rifan, 42 of 25, and an unbeaten 24 at the moment from Farhan, who's in the middle. Can he take them home and guide them to victory and push them into the final, or will it be Sprite who will end up being the winning side? It's all unfolding here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in Doha, Qatar.
It has happened before also in the IPL, playing for the Deccan Chargers. Then Rohit Sharma getting 24 from the final over from Murtaza bowling. Mustafa Murtaza conceding 24 from that over, but it was Rohit Sharma. Adnan with the final over. Hammers it. It's gone the distance into the stands for a 6. 6 of the very first. The match is not over as yet.
Anti-climax mode at the moment. Shuffling in the crease. Readying himself and launching into it for a mighty 6. What a shot under pressure. The crowd is going delirious at the moment. They're sensing something different. But look at that for a shot from the bat of Farhan. And the equation 17 from 5. How fast things are changing here.
It is doable. Farhan with a thunderous hit, 30 of 11. Under pressure, Adnan now. Into ball to Farhan. He's shuffling and he's hammering it through the offside. It's going away towards the boundary. It's going to go away for 4. Back-to-back boundaries. First 6 and now 4. Well. Now 13 to win from 4.
Look at the dugout as well. Look at the crowd as well. This is a turnaround. This will end up being as one of the famous wins for United Challengers and in the competition if they put it past the Sprite cricket stars. And how things have changed. Desperation, inspiration, we are seeing it all here. What a match. Look at the dugout on their feet. A conference in the middle. Hero last evening with the ball, Adnan. Can he deliver the final punch?
Hold your nerves. That's the message from the captain and his teammates as well for Adnan. This has been forgettable over so far. 10 already from 2 deliveries. Now 13 to win from 4. Get the process right. He has bowled well up to this mark. Despite conceding 2 boundaries, can he summon up all his energies and their skills at a time when the team needs them the most? Oh, he's beaten, he's done it well, pulling the length back.
Much better delivery this time, just getting that length and altering it as well. Back of the length, not giving him that room to play his shot.
3-4s can get into super over. We haven't seen any so far in this tournament. 6 will certainly put Adnan under tremendous pressure. What is going to be the response? Here's Adnan from over the stump, sent to ball to Farhan, and Farhan is getting ball outside the off stump, and it's an anti-climax. It's a wide.
I'll tell you what, this game is having everyone on their toes at the moment. It's a nail-biting encounter. And all of a sudden, you feel the AC in the comm box as well. It's become very cold. You know, the sweaty palms all around. Look at them over there. Everyone sensing something very unusual happening here in the middle.
Adnan to Farhan, and Farhan is getting a ball outside the offense stump, and he has sliced that one. It's going to be 2 more runs for the team. 10 to win from 2.
This delivery will be the decider. A 6 in this delivery, and everything changes again. A dot ball here, and United may well be on their way out. Everything has boiled down to the penultimate delivery of the match in the semi-final one here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in Doha, Qatar. The man on strike, dangerous Farhan, and the other side you have the hero of Sprite, Adnan.
Outside the offense stump of backup length, where he's going to land this ball. That's going to be crucial. It's full toss. It's full toss. It's been hammered away through the onside. It's gone for 4. It's gone for 4. 6 to win from the final delivery.
This is an absolute nail-biter. Who would have thought this would have gone to the final delivery again? They are chasing down 116 at the moment. Picked up on the full, and it's a 4 towards mid-wicket. Farhan, you beauty, going for the catch on this occasion. Should he have just gone for the bounce and avoided that catch and kept it to a single? This game is not over, and what a pressure cooker situation for both the sides.
They are doing it recently in IPL match. Before that, Morgan against India at Pune. It has happened before as well. Javed Miadan at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium of Chetan Sharma delivery. Adnan, 26 without taking a wicket. Different outing here with ball in hand. Was fantastic with the bat. 6 to win from the final delivery. 6 to win from final delivery. And here is Adnan. Runs away from us, into ball to Farhan, and it's in the slot. It's been hammered down the ground. It's going to be a single. It's victory for the team Sprite Cricket Stars. They are through to the final. Can you believe it? And Adnan has summoned a couple of good deliveries, the final delivery in particular, and they are jubilant here, the Star Cricket Stars. It's win for the team Sprite Cricket Stars here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium as they win by 4 runs.
Heartbreak for United challengers, but celebrations galore. They've given themselves anxious moments. This was a nail-biter, a last ball thriller, but the hearts have been won by the challengers. They came so far. They gave a run for the money as well to the opposition. The celebration continues in the camp of the pink, and that is the Sprite Cricket Stars. They held their nerve. Yes, they were under the cosh. They were put under pressure. They lost some moments, but they've come back well. And Adnan, again, the star in the last delivery. We've seen it all. 2 days of fine cricket dished out by the Sprite Cricket Stars. They've held their nerve, and heartbreak for the United challengers, coming so close and falling apart.
Rifan in particular, from 36 for 6, he turned the heat on the opposition with some scintillating strokes. 42 of 25 and 41 came from the blade of Farhan, keeping the hopes alive for the team till the last delivery. But Adnan has once again delivered with the bat in the first innings, and then with the ball of the final delivery of the 10th over in the chase. They have registered a victory. Look at the bowling performance. Abdul Qadir, 2 wickets for 11, 4 wickets for 11 in 2 overs from Kannan. And then none for 28 today. Different fortunes with ball in hand for Tony Archer tonight. And Arumuga taking 1 for 27. The partnership breaking wicket from where fortune changed in favor of the team Sprite Cricket Stars. Adnan, though going for 27, but he held his nerve and bowled the final delivery in this spot where he conceded only a single. Another thrilling encounter, and it's team Sprite Cricket Stars who emerged as victorious as they qualify for the final of the QCA T10 Ramadan Cup 2022.
What a match. Pulling off a heist once again here, Sprite Cricket Stars, but this game clearly took everybody by surprise. It's the fight back by the United challengers that took center stage today. Came agonizingly close, and they've lost by the barest of margins, may I add. This has been a night to remember for Sprite Cricket Stars. They continue to fight another day, and this summary clarifying that Sprite Cricket Stars are now in the finals of the inaugural edition of Ooredoo Presents QCA Ramadan T10 Cup, powered by Elite Sports. A very fine batting effort, 116 for 4, and chasing it down, getting very close to 112 for 7. 20 extras given by Sprite Cricket Stars, and this is where they must have conceded a little bit of the momentum. Rifan 42 of 25, Farhan 41 of 16. It was the lower order that showed the fight and almost got them across the line. Nevertheless, confirmation, Sprite Cricket Stars win by 4 runs.
Well, they lost plenty of wickets early on, losing 3 wickets for 4 runs, then 17 for 5, 36 for 6, but after that, boundaries through the onside, just hammering it through the mid-wicket to a delivery which was bowled from round the wicket. When Tony Archer was introduced into the attack, and they kept hitting off his bowling, getting it fine, with fine leg up in the circle. And Farhan and Rifan, that wonderful partnership, they turned the heat on the opposition. They kept hitting the boundaries, and then some luck working for the team as well, as he shuffled across to hit it through the onside, getting the top edge and getting it fine over the top of the keeper for 4. Adnan was introduced expensive today, getting a full toss and getting luck working for himself and dispatching it to the boundary for 4. And that's how the story's been. Then wayward delivery too far outside the leg stump, looking for that leg cutter, but just firing it down the leg side for 4. And then a floated delivery which was hit over the top of the man at the mid-off down to the boundary. That partnership brought the team back into contention. That's been the story today evening. Plenty of boundaries hit. They brought it very, very close, but could not get over the line as they needed 6 of the last delivery of the innings.
This was the 4 that they hit in the penultimate ball of the match, and getting the equation down to 6 needed of 1 rather, and they're missing out there as they went on to win by 4 runs. What a contest we saw. Brilliant. If you think you saw the best match last evening in the game between Legends and Sprite Cricket Club, well, let me tell you one thing. We were in for an absolute box office hit today simply because this game had moments and it was an event every ball by the end of it. Who would have thought there would be a fight back in the end overs and United challengers would claw their way back in the game? There was a moment in the match when the scoreboard read something very different. Sprite Cricket Club got 116 for 4 in their 10 overs, and at one point United challengers were 11 for 4 in the third over, but then came the fight back from Rifan and Farhan. By the end of it, so close yet so far, but the game of cricket truly won everyone's heart today as well. Good evening and welcome to the presentation ceremony. A quick chat with both the captains. First up, we'd like to call upon Sunil Dalmeda. It's been two Sunils with contrasting emotions tonight, but a round of applause to United challengers for a fine performance. Sunil, you all got everything by the end of it, but there's so many moments we can talk about. But where do you think the game was lost for you all?
First of all, I would like to congratulate Sprite Cricket Stars for winning this game. The game we lost where we dropped so many catches, first of all. Outfielding, we dropped catches, misfielding, and gave some extra runs to them. Even the 117 we could have chased down, but we lost momentum in the beginning, losing early wickets.
Right. Fair to say that you all have played some fine cricket all through the tournament, and you have to give yourselves a pat on the back as well. A word on Qatar Cricket Association and this initiative.
Absolutely. I would like to thank Qatar Cricket Association, Ooredoo, as well as Elite Sports for bringing this tournament. It was a wonderful experience. We hope some more tournaments going to come like this.
As far as the dishing out such kind of cricket, the tournaments will keep coming. Very well done. All the very best.
Thank you so much.
Captain of United Challengers. Now the captain of Sprite Cricket Stars, Sunil again, but this time Sunil Alexander. Sunil, you and your team like giving your fans heart attacks.
Yes, another nail biter. And see, it was an easy game when we see the first 5 overs, and then the next 5 overs, the course of game completely changed. Well, hard luck for these boys because they came back really well and they fought well. They fought till the last moment. Hats off to these boys. And end of the day, they dropped catches. We took most of our catches. That made the difference. And Adnan's knock was, okay, you drop Adnan's catch, he will take up the innings. And he proved it again and again. He proves it. And big day, he proved it again.
Right, very well done. All the very best. You're making it into the finals. Big moment for you all. And looking forward to another very good match from your end.
Thank you.
Captain of Sprite Cricket Club there, Sunil Alexander. Just the right time to call upon and invite our guest of honor this evening, Mr. Isa Ali Al Ghanem, the Assistant General Secretary of the Qatar Cricket Association. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much, and a great initiative and a wonderful platform you and the board has provided all the players. Well, quite a few performances today. We had Kannan Periyasamy, 4 for 11 for him with the ball. He was phenomenal, came and gave Sprite the edge. Then we had a counter-attack, and this time Farhan and Rifan as well, putting a very fine partnership, both scoring 40-yard runs and really taking the team through. But there is a superstar here in this particular tournament. You give him the ball, he'll win you a match. You give him the bat, he'll get the runs, and he'll also take the catches. Clearly the most valuable player, the MVP of the Sprite Cricket Stars, Mohammed Adnan, walks away with the player of the match. Mr. Isa, you can take this. Adu, idhar aaja. What an innings. He got 75 in 30 deliveries, 8 sixes and 5 fours as well in this innings of his. And he took the team to 116 for 4 in the 10 overs. It's been an absolute gem of an innings. Adnan, thank you, Mr. Isa. Really appreciate your time to have come over. Adnan, a quick chat with you. आपने habit बना दिया, लेकिन क्या करते हो? आपकी team heart attack पे heart attack देती रहती है fans को.
Actually बहुत close चला गया था game, but सभी डर गए थे. मैं भी थोड़ा nervous था. First over में ball हाथ से slip हुआ, वो nervous थी. Sure में nervous था, but अच्छा comeback किया हमने. हमारी अच्छी रही, आज फील्डिंग बहुत अच्छी रही. मेन थिंग हमारी फील्ड, जस्ट एक मैंने कैच मिस किया सिर्फ, इसलिए मैच इतना ज़्यादा.
एक सवाल आपसे पूछना चाहता हूँ, घर पे सब लोग देख रहे हैं आपके इस परफॉर्मेंस को?
जी जी, मेरे घर पे सब देखते हैं. मेरी सिस्टर, मेरे फादर और मदर और कज़न, सब आसपास सब देखते हैं. तो मेरे लिए बहुत अच्छी, मैं मेरी माँ के लिए दूंगा आज ये मैन ऑफ द मैच.
Chalo Adnan, you played very good cricket and all the very best for the finals. Mohammed Adnan, player of the match in this semi-final big game, and what a performance it's been. Well, we have another big match lined up, semi-final 2. Markhorst taking on Star CC. That after a very short break.